Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Really glad to be back streaming today. How's everybody doing this morning? All right, so let me go ahead and give Mitch a call. I should have called him a little bit earlier, but I'm gonna go ahead and give him a call now. Running a little late. My Keurig machine is broken, and so I have to hand press my coffee, and it doesn't really. Whoa, okay, got a mute, got an echo going on. But yeah, my Keurig machine's broken, so I have to hand press my coffee. And now my coffee's looking a little crazy here, so. I mean, it smells good. We'll see what it tastes like. Anyways, giving Mitch a call now. Just waiting to see Mitch answer. And we'll go ahead and get started going over the stocks. All right, so Mitch didn't answer. I'm gonna go ahead and text him, just see what he's looking like. I'm kind of scared to take a sip of this coffee. Man. Ugh. I mean, it's not that bad. I'll drink it just so I have something to wake up on. But this is not great coffee. This is hand pressed coffee. All right. Good morning, Missouri. Huguetes, Trader Blake, Abdul, Carl, Mike, Michael, Adelie, Seven. What's up, brother? Sultan, Baked Benji. What's up, brother? Baked Benji, Seven, Sultan, Insurance, Skynet, Sean, Skynet. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. I mean, I need coffee, brother. I need it, so I just gotta drink it. All right. So, biggest watch this morning is UUU. Very easy stock to remember. UUU, gapping up from 180 to 265. Also watching SeaWorld. SEAS, which is gapping up from 21.13 to 24.37. Watching PDD, which had a big day on Friday. Had a nice little VWAP projection there. It's been moving a lot the last few days, and so, I mean, I'm going to watch it just to see what it does here. Also watching ATRS, Antares Pharma, gapping up from 260 to 281. Went as high as 314. Keeping an eye on that one. Let me write some of these down. What's up, Davian, Heath, Justin? Good morning, guys. Yeah, so actually I do have these written down. Okay, good. What's the date? 8/6/2018. I'm really wanting the volume. I'm waiting for this volume to come back here. Volume's still a little bit low today. Last week wasn't a great week. And I think it had a lot to do with just the volume being kind of crappy. The volume just wasn't there. And so, I really want to see some more volume coming in here, because that's the biggest factor, I think, in this market is just volume. I need volume. The volume's got to be there. If it's not, patterns aren't going to be as reliable. And so, got to post my watch list on Facebook and Twitter. Okay. All right, so let's try to see what's going on with Mitch. I'll try to call him one more time here. Give Mitch a call, see if Mitch answers. Try to drink some of this coffee. Well, Mitch isn't answering. All right. So, no answer from Mitch. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know where Mitch is. All right, I'm sure he'll call. Sometimes he's running a little late. It's all right. I'm just glad to be back home. I'm back home. I'm at my computer. You know, my internet's working fine, which is super rare for me. That's the only thing, that's the biggest thing I'm really excited about. I'm back home at my desktop. I have my two monitors back. My internet's working fine, and I can actually just kind of relax and trade. When I'm on vacation, I just got back from vacation on Saturday. It's just not relaxing at all. It's just actually really tough to trade that way. And so I'm just glad to be back home on my computer. Yeah, for sure. Everything's pretty slow right now, Heath. BLNK gabbing. Yeah, watching BLNK too is on my list. I'll go ahead and post my list real quick. I mean, my list isn't great, but there really isn't that much stuff that's moving. Here's my list right now. Hopefully we get some good stuff here, but there's my list. That's what I'm watching thus far. We'll see. I mean, we got U. Let's see if any of these are actually tradable here. I think a great deal. What? Oh, come on, man. U is not tradable. That is so ridiculous, man. This stock has had good volume the last few weeks. Okay, maybe it hasn't. But still, this thing should be tradable, man. Oh, the main watch isn't tradable on TradeNet. I know SeaWorld's going to be tradable just because it's a big name. But man, that sucks. SeaWorld's tradable, PDD, tradable, ATRS, tradable. Yeah, so I mean NNDM, not, so that's 2, WMLP. They still haven't added WMLP here. ALLT. No. AWX is. Sono. Recent IPO is. AMD is. TCS is. BLNK should be. Yeah, so a 3 or 4 out of 10 are not tradable. A little bit less than half. CANF. Yeah, it's just kind of sucks that some of these aren't tradable. Ooh, look at CANF. Yeah, CANF looks good. I know I'm missing some. TEUM earnings. Yeah, it's not tradable either, unfortunately. Let's see. All right, so Mitch just texted me. He's about to sign on here. And so he'll be on in a second. Let's see. TCCO. I'm trying to find stocks that I can actually trade on TradeNet this morning. Oh, my wife keeps calling me. All right, sorry about that. My wife called again. It's like the third. Ah, man, my elbow. My wife called for like the third time. So yeah, TCCO looks okay. Let's look at it on the 1 minute chart. Low volume. Seriously doubt it's tradable. Let's see. Nope, not tradable for TCCO. Looks like I'm going to be trading SeaWorld today. VVPR. VVPR looks okay. I doubt this one's tradable either. Nope, not tradable. Great. CHKE. Yeah, it looks like I'm probably going to be trading SeaWorld. I'm going to go over the news, but DSS. TEUM. TEUM actually looks good, and this one used to be tradable. This is a crypto-related stock. Please be tradable. It is. Okay, good. So we got TEUM, ATRS, PDD. All right, so I got a few that I'm watching here. That's a little bit better. TANH, TANH. Doesn't look that great. Yeah, so these are my main watches right now. I don't see anything else I really like. So I'll just be watching these four for the most part. And I'm watching CANF, Sono, NNDM, AWX, AMD, BLNK. But aside from that, I mean, there's just not that many good-looking gappers right now. The volume's still pretty low in this market. Yeah, I'm not sure why Track Racer. I think the main reason, is that. So I don't know what the reason is, to be honest. I think I've heard somebody else say that the stock has to have 500,000 shares of volume traded in the last 3 months. And so if the stock hasn't had 500,000 shares of volume in the last 3 months, like what was this other big mover that I was watching? Let me see. SSKN. SSKN looks okay, just okay. But yeah, so for instance, if I look at CANF, hold on, Mitch is calling. Hey, brother, what's up, man? How you doing, man? All right, so everybody, let me know if Mitch is coming in clear here. Let me know if Mitch is clear on the screen and you can hear him well.
What's going on, guys? What's going on? How we doing?
But yeah, like I said, CANF, like for instance, I'm trying to explain to them, Mitch, how like if you look at CANF, it has no volume, absolutely no volume. So with TEFs, which is TradeNet's partnering broker, the stock has to have I think it's 500,000 shares traded in the last 3 months. And so if it kind of comes out of nowhere with low volume, if it has low volume and then it just kind of skyrockets up out of nowhere, then it's probably not going to be tradable, at least on the first day move, just because it hasn't had 500,000 shares traded in the last 3 months and they haven't had time to add it. Once it does have 500,000 shares traded, they usually add it the next day. But if it comes out of nowhere, with a big volume spike when it had low volume previously, it's usually not tradable. How you doing, Mitch? What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys? What's going on? How we doing? Just coming a little late to the market. Just trying to figure everything out, plan the day out, and go ahead and make some good money today. Money Mondays.
Yep. Track Racer asks, have you been gone? I haven't seen your channel in a few days. Yeah, I've been on vacation this last week. This last week I was in Michigan. Mitch was streaming on his channel. So if you go to Mitch's channel, you could subscribe. He'll stream sometimes as well. But yeah, Mitch has been streaming for the last week, and now I finally got back home Saturday, and so I'm excited to get back streaming. But yeah, Mitch, volume's looking a little crappy this morning, man.
Hey, you know how it goes, man. It's Monday. Let's just figure it out. Start seeing the movers. You see top mover you can't trade, so just start figuring out multi-day supports, see what charts are out there so that we can go ahead and nail one of these VWAP fades today.
Yep. Yeah, I'm watching TEUM, looks pretty good. Keeping an eye on that one. Let's see. I'm watching TEUM, SEAS, PDD, ATRS, my main watches. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna have to look up CEAS. SeaWorld must have had some good news here. Um, and so I'm about to look up the news. But yeah, it's good to be back. I haven't streamed in a few days, so really nice to be back here. All right, so let's look up the news here. Let's look up the news. First one I'm looking at is SeaWorld, SEAS. And I'll look up the ones I can't trade just because some of you might be able to trade them. But SeaWorld, let's see. So it looks like SeaWorld had good revenue. It sounds like it's good second quarter results, or third quarter results. Let me look it up really quick. Yeah, good second quarter results on SeaWorld. They missed the EPS estimate, but it beat the sales expectation and it reported a strong quarter two attendance growth. It established a goal of 475 million to 500 million of adjusted EBITDA by 2020. So good quarter two results for SeaWorld, and it is gapping up some, riding the VWAP a little bit in pre. It doesn't look too bad here. Maybe look for a short just because it's up so much already. Maybe a VWAP fade. So I'm going to keep an eye on that one. Moving on to TEUM. I believe this is a crypto-related stock if I remember correctly. Is crypto moving today? It might just be the company. Let's look. All right, so yeah, it put out a press release that stated it raised its 2018 revenue growth outlook to greater than 80% over 2018. Had seen up to 70%. Yeah, so it sounds like it had good second quarter results as well. It had good quarter two profit. The sales beat the view, and it raised FY sales growth outlook as well. So TEUM up on second quarter results. Good news for that one. PDD, this one was moving the last few days. It's kind of it moves a lot every day, so I don't know if this one has anything. Yeah, this one doesn't have anything recent on PDD. Looking at ATRS here. Yeah, so ATRS announced an agreement with Pfizer to develop a drug rescue pen, and so they put out a press release with stating that they reached an agreement with Pfizer to develop a drug rescue pen. So let's see. Yeah, so it surged 10% in pre. It signed an agreement with Pfizer to develop a drug device rescue pen. The pen will utilize Antares quick shot auto injectors, which is the drug that ATRS is, and an undisclosed Pfizer drug. Pfizer said it would pay for the development of the product and be responsible for attaining the approval. So ATRS partnering with Pfizer here on a drug rescue pen. So we'll see where this one goes. It went all the way up to 314, and then it came all the way back down to 283, and so it's still gapping up about 23 cents, but it's not my favorite. We'll see if it gets rejected. I only like for a short down to this low and closing price of 260, so it only really gives me about 23 cents unless it breaks under that closing price and continues falling. Then I'll consider it a little bit more. But we'll see where that one goes. Looking at UUU next. UUU, probably one of my favorite ones, although it's not tradable, unfortunately, on TEFs. But let's see, UUU doesn't really have any new news out on UUU. No catalyst that I see. If you see a catalyst for UUU, let me know because I don't see anything at this point. NNDM is another one I'm looking at, gapping up from 213 to 228. I don't think this one's tradable either. Let me see. Nope, this one's not tradable, unfortunately, but I'll still look it up, see why this one's moving. So it sounds like it was good second quarter results.
All right. Go ahead and mute me for a second. I'm just gonna open my stream right quick, make sure there's no one trying to look for that stream, and I'm gonna call them over.
Okay. All right. So NNDM reported quarterly losses of 20 cents a share. That's kind of what the analysts reported. They also reported quarterly sales of 1.08 million. That beat the analyst consensus, and so it's moving. It's gapping up some in NNDM a little bit here. It's not my favorite one, but it's moving some in pre. Looking at CANF, it's got a lot of movement today as well. CANF. Yeah. So after the stream ends, Mitch is going to be doing a review video of his live trades. And so I'll post the link when the stream's getting ready to end for you to head over to Mitch's channel and check out his review video. But yeah, at this point, watching CANF here. Got a lot of press releases for CANF. So CANF apparently signed a multi-million-dollar development and distribution agreement for 2 of their bio drugs in China with CMS Medical. So signed an agreement with CMS Medical for CANF, gapping up from 117 to 135. Like I said, this one is not tradable, unfortunately, but I will be watching this one as well. Also looking at, AWX, not my favorite, but it's been moving the last few days. Kind of a sketchy stock, probably won't trade it, but watching it. Sono, recent IPO here, still moving some in pre, SONO. Yeah, just a recent IPO watching Sono as well. AMD, tech stock, I think it's a chip stock, gapping up from 1849 to 1883. Watching AMD here. Don't really see anything that new out for AMD. The owner, Mubadala Investment Company, sold 22 million shares at 1933, so that's making AMD go up. It actually dropped Friday from 1907 down to the 18s, and so we'll see where AMD goes as well. Looking at BLNK too. BLNK here, you can see gapping up from 340 to 354, moving some in pre. Let's see if this one has any catalyst, and then that'll be it. All right, so no clear catalyst for BLNK. I'm going to watch for a VWAP fade. It's up from 285 Friday, so watching BLNK as well. So, yeah, that's it thus far. Not that many that I really like, but there's a few that I'm keeping an eye on, these 4 specifically. Yeah, watching TEUM for sure. VVPR. No, I don't think so, DJ. PXLW. What's up, John? What's up, Sonic? Jacob? Yeah, I don't think there's going to be... Yeah, PXLW actually looks okay here. It's just extended is what I really like about it. You can see it's up from 315 to 415, so it's up about $1, 25% move here. Doubt it's tradable though. No, it's not tradable unfortunately. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to watch these few that are moving a lot: BLNK, SeaWorld, TEUM, PDD, and see if we get some movement here. What's up, who get this? But yeah, that's my watch list this morning, guys. Hopefully we get a few decent movers here. Gonna try to, find some good setups, maybe use some bigger sizing as long as I see some good plays here. I kind of reviewed my winning trades from the past few weeks. One of the things that I think has done me really well is when the stock it pushes up to the VWAP, but it's just a quick move. Is there a hole in my coffee? Oh, man. It's leaking, man. I got coffee all over my desk. I put a piece of paper under it. So yeah. hopefully we get some good movers today. The stream's been gone for about a week, and so it may be a little slow. May take a few days for the momentum to come back here, and for us to get the same amount of people we were getting before.
They'll be back.
What's up, Callum? How you doing, brother? Yeah, for sure, Heath. I'm watching SeaWorld for sure. Watch SeaWorld on the daily. So where is SeaWorld at now? So SeaWorld is at 2550. So if we look at the weekly chart, 2550, it is right here. Right around here. So let's look all the way back. Yeah, it's at its few years highs. I don't know. Let me change this. There we go. Yeah, it's at its lifetime highs. So SeaWorld at its lifetime highs here. Interesting. We'll see where this one goes. I mean, I still a little bit more short bias, but it's been riding the VWAP really nicely here.
That seas.
Yep.
Might have to go to SeaWorld today.
Yeah, brother. SeaWorld's doing good, man. It's doing good. All right. So, CHCI. CHCI looks okay. I don't know if this one's tradable either. I would say CHCI is tradable here. You can see CHCI kind of gapping up from 282 to 290. We'll see where this one moves. I don't like this one on the short side. Maybe on the long side here for CHCI. I'm watching ATRS. Yeah, so, got a few I'm watching here. But yeah, ATRS, TEUM, SEAS, PDD, and BLNK are my main watches today. We got 3 minutes until the open, guys. 3 minutes. Yeah, that's rough, John. DJ, to find stocks to see if they're tradable. You go to the trade manager, you go to symbol, and you just type in the name. If it has a Y under tradable, it's shortable and tradable. But everything else, I mean. But yeah, if it has an N, like for instance, if I look at, what's one that's not tradable? CANF. If I look at CANF here, it says an N next to tradable, but if I look at ATRS, it says Y. So if it says Y under tradable, I can trade it, obviously, and if it says N, it's not tradable. All right, guys, we got 2 minutes. I'll be right back. We're going to go fix myself another coffee. I'll be right back.
Coffee. What's going on, guys? Y'all ready? Y'all visualized? Y'all know exactly what you want to trade? If you don't, pay attention to the scanners and let's see what we get today. Don't forget, guys, I'll be putting up a nice review video after. That's what I'm going to be doing more often. Just doing more reviews so that way you guys can see my live trades and you guys can hear them while I do them in the chat room. So how's everybody doing? Everybody's ready? To trade execution, John's going to be using TIFS Trader, and his charting is going to be Think or Swim to answer your question, Jacob.
All right, I'm back. Market opens up in 1 minute.
Sean. Good morning, Sonic. Hey, there's Eric. Let's get it, guys. Let's focus in. I'm going to be mainly focusing more on the momentum scanner at the open. I don't really see anything that I want to just grab out. I'm going to definitely pay attention more at the open, guys, and I'll let you guys know what I see.
All right, guys, we got 20 seconds. Look at ATRS tanking here. BLNK spiking up some. AMD spiking up some. CHCI is another one I'm watching, sitting right around the pre-market high. Market opens up in 5 seconds, so good luck, everyone. Let's have a good day today. Probably going to try to use a little bit larger sizing today, but we'll see how that goes. There's the bell. All right. So, TEUM, watching this one. Spiked up a little bit, pushed back down. SeaWorld, we're really interested to see where SeaWorld goes here. Sono, spiking up some here. And at the open, Sono, SONO. It's really nice to be back in my computer, though. Really, really nice. It's been too long.
Sure. Ooh.
All right, we got ATRS spiking up, TEUM, SeaWorld, SEAS, kind of consolidating, going back and forth here. I'm kind of looking at ATRS for a VWAP fade, although it's not one that I really like that much. The only thing I really like it from is if it spikes up to the VWAP at 277 and moves back down to 266, maybe, or 260, so I can get maybe a 17-cent gain. But aside from that, I don't really like it. We'll see where it goes. CANF, kind of looking for a VWAP fade, although the VWAP's not quite as low as I'd like it. Maybe AMD here. Look at AMD. Spike back to the VWAP. AMD actually looks like a really nice VWAP fade right now. Kind of watching PDD as well, but watching AMD here. AMD looks good. Might be a little bit too late to catch AMD, but it does look good here. Might be a little late for AMD, but PDD washing out. Yeah, AMD ended up coming right back down. So, Mitch, remember how I told you, like, the ones I really like for the VWAP fades? All right, wait, but I am watching TEUM here. Remember what I said? I like the really quick moves to the VWAP, Mitch. Look at AMD, where remember I said that the candle doesn't even turn green. That it's just a quick move to the VWAP and then a push back down. Those have been my most successful trades. Now look at AMD. That's exactly what I'm talking about with AMD. Very quick move up to the VWAP and then an immediate wash back down. And so you have to be very, very fast. But those are the moves that have worked for me. Very quick moves to the VWAP. So I've been back testing that strategy some this weekend, and that's the kind of moves that have been working. And look at AMD tank here. That's really what I'm talking about. Look at this. So AMD, these really quick spikes to the VWAP. You know, fall back down, very quick spike. This one went up to 1881 and then just wash all the way back down. That's kind of the moves I'm looking for. Gonna look for TEUM to spike up to the VWAP, set a target at 315 for a price target, but I need it to spike up to the VWAP first. I do like this move on TEUM. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in with 100 shares here on TEUM. I plan to add a little bit more if it gets up to 328.
I'm still waiting by, guys.
Spike up to 324. All right, so I'm in TEUM, 100 shares here. Average price is 323. Down to 322. Maybe could have taken a little bit larger sizing with this one, but ultimately I'm looking for this break at least down to 314. Looks like a really good bearish flag here. AMD spiking back up to the VWAP Mitch, and this one actually looks pretty good here for AMD. Alright, so TEUM testing these lows here. Really like to see it break. I don't want it to see it form like a sideways kind of trend here over and over again. I want to see it crack these lows and then fall back down.
A lot of bag holders and C's in the C world.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to short that one. I see too much volume there at the bottom there.
Alright, we'll see if TEUM, it's kind of consolidating here. We'll see if it can crack these lows. That's really what I want to see it do. It's kind of teetering back and forth here. It's right around the lows. AMD bounced right back to the VWAP. We'll see if it fades back down. So TEUM, this previous low at 318 held. And there goes AMD after that fade. There we go. 319 just broke on TEUM. Want to see a little bit bigger move down here. Appreciate the sub, Body. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man.
CHCI, guys, also little boost there. Very light.
All right, there's the nice little break on TEUM. Just broke the low of the day here. The bid touched 317. I want to see the ask get under 318. This is kind of the crucial level. It's been bouncing off of here over and over and over again. And so I want to see 318 crack for TEUM if I'm going to trade it. It needs to crack down here.
Yeah, gonna
There's
keep a watch on
317
this
break.
one,
There's the
guys.
crack.
CHCI on a maybe long possibility. It just ran up to 320. Would want it to come back and hold near those threes. But I did see some buyers step in there, up there at 310s and 320s.
All right, there goes AMD tanking down here to the 60s. Looking good. Beautiful on AMD. Nice little VWAP fade. Look at this fade on AMD. Thinkorswim's lagging a little bit here, guys. That's not really what I want to see. I hate it when Thinkorswim does this. So look, it apparently it wasn't my computer that was lagging. This is just Thinkorswim. Like, it's been kind of, bad the last few days. Thinkorswim's just been lagging here. All right, so that 318 cracked. I want to see that 318 area holders resistance for TEUM. It still doesn't look bad, but it's still at 318. I want to see it get a little bit lower. Price target's at 3 here. Well, maybe a little bit later. I might add into some bounces here. I need to take a bigger position. This 100 shares is just too small. And so really preferably what I'd really like to see is I'd like to see it come down to this 314 level, maybe bounce to 320s, add a little bit of my position there, set the risk at the VWAP area. But yeah, AMD had a nice little VWAP fade. All right, there's a little bit of bigger of a crack there, down to 319, 313s. That's really what I wanted to see.
Hey, hey, there's no one there. Take it easy. Dude, cut it out. There's no one there.
All right, I just got out for a $10 gain. I'm gonna look to add here. I'm gonna look to add. I should have used bigger sizing. I should have used, 200 shares at least here. And I mean it does have this small gap to fill, but I think at this point with it washing out this much, I got maybe maximum gain there. I really like the trade from 325 down to 315 here, but I need to use bigger sizing. But not a bad trade. I think it was a good trade for a nice little VWAP fade here. GoPro. AMD, beautiful VWAP fade on AMD. Look at that fade, Mitch. Just picture perfect example of this VWAP fade.
All right, guys, for CHCI, what I'm looking for, guys, is my 9 EMA strategy, guys. So we got to run up there to 334 there, guys. It's now holding the 9 EMA down there. We wanted to see a rejection of an attempt to the VWAP. I wanted to kind of stay near the threes in that 310 range for about 5 minutes. If it holds within there, then we get buyers stepping in again. That's when I'll look to go long. Traders are looking at this as the stock made a nice little bounce there, nice little run of 34 cents, and then now is in the consolidation stage on that 9 EMA, guys. Let's see if it can hold there for about 5 minutes near the $3 mark, creating a support there, bouncing off that VWAP, getting right back up there.
Look at Sono. Mitch, Sono bouncing off the VWAP. Kind of a crazy recent IPO. The VWAP fade to take, though, today was AMD. This one was just a perfect VWAP fade.
There's the VWAP rejection, guys, for CHCI, guys. Let's see.
Also, GoPro. A few people mentioning GoPro.
This is exactly what I wanted to see, guys, for CHCI, because this is what this does is it wipes out all the early longs. That move to the VWAP wipes out all the early longs. Now we're going to see this next candle. Let's see that 1 minute now start holding that $3 range. And then we'll look to go ahead and we can long off of this 293 or 290s. Give ourselves probably about a 10-cent risk with a potential of 34 cents there to the high. We'll take first profits probably about 21 cents up there at 321. Just calling out the trade so you guys can start seeing it, start visualizing it, and if it keeps following the pattern, then you guys can hammer on it. I'm seeing C's reject there from that long there.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it right there when it did that triple top and it had that green candle. That next candle needed to break 26. If not, it starts coming back down. The only thing I want to see is I want to see it start creating kind of a resistance underneath 25.
Yeah, like preferably with SeaWorld, I'd like to see a bounce down to this 2450 level and then a bounce back up to 25 and then have 25 hold as resistance. With regard to TEUM, I mean, this is one I had a profitable trade on. I'd like to see it bounce back to this 320 level before I consider getting in, but AMD bouncing back to the VWAP some here. It's at 1860. Nice, Sean. Congrats, brother. Congrats, man. Sean, you said you signed up through me or Mitch for your affiliate TradeNet account?
Yeah, I don't use my link, so it has to be yours.
Oh.
And John, what I mean by bag holders are people that go long off of a washout at the open. They find that spot where the greens start rolling through on the level twos, and they buy up the bottom of the stock. That's why they're called the bag holders. They're holding the stock up. All right, guys, this is what I kind of want to see on CHCI, guys. Hanging around in those threes now, doing exactly what we talked about. A fake washout there to the VWAP, and now it's going to hold that 9 EMA, and we're going to be looking for it to hold for about
Oh yeah, Sean, you took the 5-day challenge and you won.
two
Congrats,
more
brother.
minutes. All right, there you go, Sean.
Congrats, brother. Good job, man. Nice work. All right, so TEUM bear flagging a little bit. I don't really
Yeah.
want it right here. I'd prefer to see it actually bounce up to at least 320 before I consider getting in 318, 320 on TEUM, just because it's just a little bit too shallow here for me to jump in at this point. BLNK. Look at BLNK here. BLNK might be a VWAP rejection. BLNK.
C's, you got SeaWorld is starting to get to that VBOT rejection kind of type.
Yeah.
There you go, Sean. Good job, man. Good job. Yeah, the trading guys definitely know about us.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're
All right,
calling me.
guys. SRAX, XRAX, going off on the momentum scanner, guys. SRAX, guys.
Yeah, SRAX popping up some here to 536. And TEUM continuing to fall down. I mean, I may have missed 5 cents a share or something like that, but
Ooh,
at
look
this
at that
point,
move back down there, guys.
looking a little shady.
The spread, guys. Look at that spread, guys. About 15 cents, 20 cents on that spread, guys. And it just went up to 55 and went down in a heartbeat down to 506, guys. So be careful with SRAX, guys. Up and down really, really quickly. There had to be a big seller up there in the 50s or someone waiting to drop some big share size.
Yep.
I see a sell there, 8,000 shares there at 527, guys. That's probably the one that knocked it down, guys.
AMD back up to the VWAP. Look at AMD, Mitch. This looks like a nice little second VWAP fade here on AMD.
Oh, I avoid that stock, though. You can have fun. I can't trade it, bro. I always lose on it, so I just kind of avoid it.
I mean, and look at that. It had that first little VWAP fade that looked good. It had that nice little VWAP fade. Now it's back up there. But yeah, CHCI ended up getting rejected. Here's this. If you look at CHCI, it's like Mitch was calling out. This is that VWAP rejection strategy. SeaWorld, too many upwicks for me to really be confident in this one. I mean, it's holding over 25, and these big upwicks here and here, it usually means selling pressure, but at this point, it's kind of like a coin flip, I think. It could go either way. It's got this support underneath it at 24.75 and this resistance above it at 25.50.
Missed that entry a little bit there. Was trying to short MDRX there at 68s, 1368s. I had it on the ass, 1369, so I ended up putting 69, but I was 1 cent off. Should have got filled.
All right, there goes SeaWorld here for this VWAP rejection. It's coming back down. I mean, it looks okay, but like I said, just what stopped me from getting into it was these big upwicks and downwicks. It just looked a little bit undecided here, but look at this beautiful VWAP rejection on SeaWorld. Down to 24.77, just cracked the lows. I could see it coming all the way down to 24.50 for that low of the day test.
Trying to get in a VWAP fade on MDRX.
Look at a BLNK for a VWAP rejection. MDRX for a VWAP fade. Ooh,
and
there it is.
SeaWorld did that VWAP rejection there, guys.
Yep.
Like I said, guys, you want to see it start holding that 25 as a resistance. And after this little move, it should start doing it. It should start holding those 25 as resistance.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
MDRX guys, it looked good there. Still having the order out there at 1368, trying to hope that it bounces up just a tiny bit, gets me filled. But it was a good attempt there when it went to the VWAP right there at 68, 69s. You can go ahead and you can take it on this first move down. Could start. I've already could have started taking profits, half of it already for 10-cent gain, and then look for a bounce to add. That's definitely the move. I don't know why I hesitated a little bit, but you guys will see it in the review. There's a little tiny bit hesitation there at 68, 69s. Ended up putting out 69s, hoping that I would get a little bounce on the ask and get filled.
yeah, I've actually seen a lot of little VWAP fades today and VWAP rejections. So, like, people could say whatever they want about this channel. They can say I use too small of sizing or that I'm a bad trader or whatever they want to say. But they can't say Mitch and I setups don't work. They can't say Mitch and I setups don't work because, I mean, obviously they're not going to work every time. But look at AMD here, TEUM, nice little VWAP rejection. SeaWorld VWAP rejection, TEUM VWAP fade. So people can say whatever they want. They can't say our setups don't work, huh, Mitch?
Yep, that's why I trade, man. If my setups didn't work, guys, I'd probably end the show, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not here to lose money, guys. I'm here to go ahead and make a living.
That's right.
Yeah. So with CHCI, guys, I'm seeing it hold a little bit lower than I'd want to, guys. When it rejected that VWAP at first, I wanted it to hold in the threes, like $2.99, $3 range. Now it's down at the $2.79 range, and you see the volume completely get eaten out. So that's not what we want. We want it to kind of stay above the 90 MA, reject to the VWAP, and stay above the 90 MA, holding a whole dollar, then looking for the long. So with that one, for right now, it's off radar, guys. Just want to let you guys
Look
know.
at Sono. Sono had a nice VWAP fade too. It's a recent IPO. I gotta use bigger sizing. Like today, $10 gain so far, but I mean, it could have been bigger. I could have been at least 20 with 200 shares. I just gotta work my way up there, but
Nice. You're gonna cut off my water.
that sucks. Who needs water? Jacob, so it's the VWAP reject. Mitch and I's main setup here is the VWAP fade setup, right? And the VWAP fade setup, like there was one on TEUM. It's essentially bearish trend, bounce to the VWAP. I got in at 323 or 325 right here on TEUM and wrote it down to this 313 level. So I wrote down this move right here. This is the move I took. This move right here.
All right, guys, watching dish here.
A better example of it is on AMD. You can see bearish trend, bounce right to the VWAP here on AMD up to 1874, and then a break of the lows and a continuation down under 1850. So here's the VWAP fade here with this one. But yeah, I'll try to, if you stay in the stream, I'll try to post a link to, oh yeah, Angela, if you want to sign up through TradeNet, here's the TradeNet link. I do make a small commission from it, but they'll kind of explain to you. It's about how it works and everything. I do have a review on there as well. I can post the link if you want the review. But AMD, one thing you'll always notice is that the first VWAP fade is always the most reliable. You can see the second VWAP fade on AMD ended up cracking through and breaking here.
All right, guys, I'm looking for a bounce to VWAP for Dish.
Let's see. So yeah, AMD broke the VWAP. I'm done with it. Yeah, Dish is up a lot in the last few days, huh? The main thing is looking at the extension. Yeah, I mean in the last, what is this? Last 4 days, it's up about $4. So it also has resistance above at 36. All right, in
Yeah,
SeaWorld,
them guru trades in SREX. That's what happened there, guys.
the Guru. Oh, it's the chat
Yeah,
room pump.
yeah, that was a chat room pump, guys, on SREX.
So yeah, no, it's a short play, Jacob. So I'm shorting these stocks. So I want them to go down. Most of my I'm a short bias trader. Mitch is a little bit more long biased, but I'm definitely 100% short biased. I just like shorts better than anything. I've had the best results from shorting stocks.
I just try to do both, you know.
Yeah, everybody has their own trading style. Everybody's different.
Yeah, I've tried to swing to one side or one side. I feel like when I usually focus only on shorts, I end up start being biased way before than I need to be. So that's why I keep myself um, somewhat long, and then I'm mainly looking for shorts at the open. I'm looking for longs longer period of time. I need to see it about 10 o'clock is really when I start looking for my long setups.
Yeah, look at BLNK, Mitch. Yeah, if you're talking about longs, BLNK just broke the high of the day. It's testing $4.
There you go.
But yeah, BLNK starting to spike up, guys. Watching Dish, like Mitch said, for this VWAP rejection. SeaWorld, I think the move down, I mean, there's no telling. It just all depends on if it holds resistance at this 24.75 and this 24.50 level. That the quarter and $half. And look, BLNK spiking up over 4. It reached 410.
Yep. So this looks more like that setup that people like to use when the stock goes long. It comes down through the VWAP, gets above the VWAP. Then when it comes down and goes back around the VWAP, so 2 times breaking the VWAP, they usually go long. This is more that setup. I can see this coming down and holding around those 387s, 390s, then swinging back higher. Up here, you do have the downside risk to those 390s. There's a dish up to 35,
SeaWorld bouncing.
3505.
SeaWorld bouncing back to the VWAP here. And another one that you can see has been kind of riding the VWAP all day is CHKE. Now, I can't trade this one, but it's been, look at this, this is kind of the long VWAP setup. If there's an opposite of the VWAP fade, it's the VWAP bounce. And so you can see CHKE just bouncing off the VWAP, pushing up, bouncing off the VWAP again, pushing up. Now this is the third bounce, and so this one actually might fail just because I don't really trust anything after the second bounce. I think a lot of times it gets exhausted by that point. So watching CHKE here, SeaWorld, interesting level here. It just bounced a little bit to the VWAP. Watching that as well.
Man, I had an order out for 3509 there on Dish. I thought I was going to get filled there. It went to perfectly 3509 on the ask. Just no fill there, guys. I was just sitting there, 1 cent off.
I mean, Dish is the thing about Dish is that it's good risk reward at this point. Risk 35.18.
Yep.
Like if you look at the risk here, even if it only works half the time, you can look at the risk 35.20 on Dish, 35.18, 35.20, and your potential reward would be down here to 34.65. Right here.
Yep.
And so that is a 20-cent risk from 35, and then what is that? 35-cent reward. So almost 2-to-1. So it's good risk reward with Dish, even if it only works half the time. MDRX faded back down.
Would have been a good entry, man. Missed it by a cent.
Look at MDRX for that VWAP fade you called out. That one faded back down too, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I missed both of them by a cent. I was just being way too picky today, guys. Literally, you guys are going to see it in the reviews. I'm putting the order out there and missing it by 1 penny. Look at this move on Dish. I would be nailing it right there. I went in for 200 there. I would already be able to take out, 20, 30 bucks right now and leave 100 there. Look for 100 to a bounce right back to 35.10 or 35, and then hammer down for this area down to 34.60s. That's how you do it. I'm just being a little bit too picky today, guys. Trying to, nitpick on that VWAP when instead I should just try to maybe get an entry, even if it's 1 or 2 cents lower, then look for it to get really start that confirmation. WMLP guys going off on the high day momentum scanner. It's a stock that ran a couple days ago. It looks like it's back up there, guys.
It's not tradable though on TEFs.
Yeah, just want to let you guys know, put it out there.
But yeah, there's nothing wrong with being too picky, man. I would rather be too picky than too loose trading. You know what I mean? So don't worry about
Yep,
it, brother.
without a doubt. Nice. Big traders are out of BLMK, so I'm gonna pay attention to it, see if it just starts tanking here.
TEUM bouncing back to the VWAP, and this actually looks like a good little VWAP test here. Let's see if you got it now. Risk 317, reward 305. Kind of 1-in-1 risk reward. Maybe a little bit better, but not quite at that level I like. And SeaWorld is just kind of sideways choppiness action here. Dish is back up testing, but yeah, MDRX looked like a nice little fade there. What did AMD? AMD spiked back up. Let's see what else we got. ATRS starting to spike back up here. ATRS, this one is tradable. GSAT spiking up some. UWN spiking up some. BVX spiking up some. Volume still low in the market overall though. CHCI had that nice little VWAP fade too. Just broke the lows. SRAC still holding under that VWAP area.
Yeah, BLNK there, washed off there.
Really watching TEUM though. I could see TEUM coming back down. So if I got in TEUM, let's just analyze the risk reward here. So TEUM, if I got in right here at 315 or 315, I could set my risk at about 320. So that's a 5-cent risk. Potential reward would be down to 305. So that is a 10-cent reward. So about 2 to 1. Very kind of slow range though, kind of small range. And so, but if you base it off that, I mean, it's not bad risk reward. Up to 317 now, giving you a little bit better risk reward. BLNK just couldn't hold over 4. It's kind of wedged in between this $4 whole dollar area and the VWAP down here at 388.
Another one I'm looking at is CLF, guys. CLF.
I think that's a ETF.
Yeah, I believe it is.
No, it's not actually.
Just Cleveland Cliffs.
Look at S, guys. Sprint has been running up all morning. ABIO spiking up some.
All right. Good. Pay attention here on CLF.
Look at WMLP. Apparently WMLP was halted. I completely missed this move. WMLP was halted, guys, and it is up to 250s, over 250s now. It's got this gap to fill. I think it was halted at least. It looks like a halt. It was halted, gapped up from 239 to 250. Cracked 250, but the spread is just 15-cent spread. Looked kind of a gnarly spread, but had that washout long setup, broke the high of the day, and then was halted on the way up, it seems.
MDRX guys, perfect VWAP fade.
All right, that's what
Missed
I
it
was.
there.
That's what I was
By a
telling you.
cent.
I didn't mean to
By a
interrupt you,
cent, man.
but yeah,
By a cent.
that's the one I was telling you earlier, man. It ended up fading back down for you. It was a good setup, man. The most important thing is you identified it, which is the biggest thing, brother. So
Yeah,
nice
gonna
work.
hammer on that one. Can't be stressing about 1 penny on the ask and the bid. Just gotta get in. Sometimes you gotta get your entry, and then if it does spike a little bit more, maybe add a little bit. But you gotta know your limits right there. And what it was is I thought it might get to 73, so I was trying to, I guess, get way too many too good of an entry. Sometimes you try to get too good of an entry, and it actually causes you not to get in the trade, and that's what happened there.
Right. SRAX coming back down some, kind of still a little spready. But yeah, at this point I'm looking at TEUM. That's the one I like the most here. It's up to the VWAP now. It's right at that VWAP area of 318. And looks like a nice little VWAP fade here. It's getting pushed back down to 317, 316. So we'll see. Good risk reward at this point for me at least. Although it might run into some support here. Just depends on where you base your reward off of. I think a good risk area would be 320, 321, 320. And, potential reward down to the low at 305 would be good. But watching that one. Biggest thing is that it's over this support level at 3 right here. You can see at 315, and so that might kind of stop it from falling back down. We'll see. But WMLP, spike it up here. It's up to 266, trying to break the high of the day, 267. There's the big spike up to 280 here on WMLP. Was halted, resumed. It spiked up to 280. Volume coming in. A lot of volume coming in for WMLP. Moving a lot here, so it looks interesting.
Yeah, WMP moving hard there on the momentum scanner.
TCCO, all day fader. I forgot about that one. Yeah, it had that VWAP rejection, and it bounced off the VWAP twice. Now it's, now it actually has a little bit of a gap to fill if the volume could get up there. Okay, so WMLP continuing to spike here. Like I said, up to $3 now, $2.98. I'm about to test 3. CHKE. Yeah, I've been watching CHKE. I can't remember. I don't know what it's doing now. I kind of took it off, but it's been bouncing off of the VWAP all day, CHKE. Yeah, it's been kind of just slowly bouncing off the VWAP. Dip buying. People are probably dip buying that one around the VWAP here. But yeah, watching TEUM here. TEUM. If it cracks under, let's see, what is this? 315. Looks okay. TEUM. It's got this kind of gap here in between 315 and the closing price of 290. WMLP coming back down, big pullback here. All right, so a little
guys.
bit.
BLNK and CLF. Those are the two I'm watching right now.
You don't like TEUM, Mitch?
I mean, if you got it back at that VWAP, it doesn't look that bad. That VWAP touch up there at 318, you can risk off of
320, 322.
Yeah, I say that 322 area. It still doesn't look that bad when you think about it. You're gonna risk about 6 cents even here for about a 10-cent gain to the bottom. So you got to just determine if that's risk to reward is worth it to you.
Yeah, no problem, Mitch the second. I'm gonna call you Mitch the second, or Mitch number 2. But yeah, no worries, brother. Don't get greedy, 7. NFEC, let's see it. Just not my style. Low volume. Need some more volume. CHKE spiking up though. Had a few people mention this one. It's up to broke the high of the days. It's up to 88 cents.
All right, guys. Looking at CLF here. Gonna see if it breaks out here. If not, I probably will go ahead and short it.
WMLP pulling back to the VWAP. TUM spiking back up to that VWAP area. It's at 318. Maybe a double top for TEUM right around the VWAP, and CK8 or CHKE spiking up here. It's up to 92 cents now, or 91.5 cents here. CHKE maybe going to go for that $1 test here. It's already up from 43 cents, and so up to 90 cents at this point. We'll see if it tries to break $1 here. I can't trade it, but looks interesting. Starting to get some volume coming in right around the whole dollar of 1. It's at 90 cents now, moved all the way up from 43 cents. And so this one looks interesting. We'll see where this one can go. The second main one I'm watching is TEUM here. Looking for a VWAP rejection back down to the lows here. But at this point, it's starting to kind of look like it might attempt to break it. It's a little bit of a double top here, but we'll see if it forms that head and shoulders pattern and then pushes back up. Somebody asked me if I'm smoking while I'm trading. I'm smoking electric cigarettes. I'm not smoking bud here, you know. So, yeah, it's just electric cigarettes, guys.
Come on, bro. Cheech and Chong
I know.
right here.
Everybody thinks I'm chiefing out here. It's like I got 2 kids, man. I'm in Texas.
Even me that I'll put it out there. I cheap. I would never be right here just ripping it.
No way, man. No way.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, man. Just electric cigarettes. I'm in Texas, guys, so not going to do it. Not going to do that here. Just too risky. Hopefully it'll be legal one day, but at this point, not doing it. LAND spiking up here. LAND.
You got TUM back up there with the VWAP.
Oh, I know. That's probably the biggest watch right here. I'm a little torn. It looks like a double top, but the risk to reward's there, and so risk area of 322, 4 cents, reward down to 310 at least.
I'm short CLF guys at 1090 guys, 500 shares, risking off of 1095.
BLNK pulling back to that VWAP, bouncing off of it. TCS pushing up some here. TCS. Appreciate the sub, Dancy. Daniel Yancey. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, TCS bounced off the VWAP. Honestly, if you look at these charts here, like the VWAP is a major area. Like look at TCS here. Like TCS just bouncing off the VWAP all morning. Man, I keep hitting my printer. I need to move this thing back, man. It's keep smacking my hand. Whoa. What have I done? I'm gonna have to fix this later. Anyways, VWAP acting as major support with a lot of these. Look at TCS, the container store, just bouncing off the VWAP. CHKE bouncing off the VWAP all day here. A lot of VWAP fades, so VWAP's been acting decent here. All right, so TEUM reached all the way up to 319, got rejected back down again here. ALLT, ALLT, popping up on my scanner. ALLT up to 540.
SeaWorld, I didn't watch it, but at 10:05, remember guys, I said after it broke down, I said look for
There it goes.
25s to become a resistance. And what did it do? It went straight up to 25, guys, straight back down, guys. Should have been paying attention more to that one. Should
Yeah,
have been in that one.
yeah, for sure. I'm looking
I
at it now
called it
too.
out specifically to that level.
I know. I'm looking at it too, man. Beautiful example of the VWAP rejection.
Yeah.
We
You
missed
have
it.
to know the key resistance part, and that's what that was gonna be when it bounced up to that level and it just completely died at that level. But CLF is looking good here.
Appreciate the sub, TARDIS. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it. All right, but yeah, SeaWorld, that, honestly, days like today give me confidence because even though I've only gotten in one trade, but although it was a profitable trade with small sizing, I just see so many setups that, Mitch and I talk about a lot, the VWAP rejection, the VWAP fade. I just see them happening so much here. And, you know, eventually I need to work my way up to being much more active, although I'm not necessarily disappointed in being active or being a little bit slower here.
Hey John, I know how that missing an entry by a penny thing is today. I've missed 2 or 3 entries now for a penny. What I always say about that is, we got to be careful with just missing entries by a penny because you got to know your risk. If your risk is so tight that you can't risk a penny on the entry, then maybe you're going too high share size, and that's why the pressure is being too high.
Yeah, I think we all know how it feels, brother. But the most important thing is that your trade idea was correct. But hey, I'll be right back, Mitch. Hold the stream down for a second.
No stress, guys. All right, guys. Right now I'm in CLF, guys. In CLF, I'm short from 1090, 500 shares there, guys. As you see, I'm only up about a penny or two. I'm looking for the support to break down at 1088. I can handle a bounce to 1092. Don't want it above to 1094. Looking for this to pressure down there. There you go. We got it there, guys. Down to 85 there. Now I'm really looking to probably take some at 82. I'll probably look to take at 82. I'm going to put out the order for 83 there as this comes down here. There you go, guys. Took off some at 83 there, guys. Now I have 200 shares there from 1090. I've already taken $21 there. I'm looking for a little bit more now. A bounce up to 1090, and I might add the shares right back there, guys. All right, guys, down to 1077s now, guys. Look at that go. And it's getting slammed hard, guys. It's going to be the second resistance here at 77. Let's see if it breaks because it's going down with so much strength that we could break this support and get down to 75, 74s. Look at that get slammed down on the bid there, guys. All right, guys. holding there that 77s that guys. That's why I haven't covered out of this position. BLNK there, guys. I did like that $4 mark. That $4 mark. It's kept rejecting there. You did get a nice flush down there, so I would look for maybe a bounce at 395, and you can risk off of 408 if you wanted to short that stock. I'm still short CLF, guys, from 1090. I have 200 shares here. It's slapping pretty hard there on those 76, 77s. Trying to see if it can get through that level, as the share size has been pretty hard on the downside. There you go, through that level there, guys. 73 there, guys. All right, guys. I'm trying to see if this is going to hold down below 79 there, guys. Looking like we're getting a little bit of a bounce here. There you go, guys. Little move there down 76, 75. I know we're at the support. That's why I'm looking to see if we're going to break it here, guys. There you go, guys. It's slamming on the bid there, guys. That's why I'm not getting out there, guys. I'm seeing the level 2 here build.
All right, I'm back. But, man, look at TEUM, man. There's that fade. Should have took it. Should have took it. But
I guess CLF, man.
I'm missing it. CLF. Ooh, man, there we go, brother. There you go. Good call. CLF, man. Look at that move.
That's how you do it, bro.
That's
shorted there at 1090.
Nice work, Mitch. Nice work, brother. Hey, man, we're getting there,
guys,
dude.
Seeing the level 2s here come up on the buys there. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to take half of it off there, guys. 100 off. I'm keeping 100 break even now, guys. This stock looks really weak. It is up on the day, so what I'm going to be doing here is if it bounces up here, I'll look to probably add another 200 or 300 shares there, get another position, use my 100 shares there to really leverage into a bigger position. But I took already 400 shares off. I've already paid myself $36.50, and now I'm looking for more and just letting the trade work for me.
Nice trade, brother.
Yep. Only risked 5 cents with 500 shares. So I thought the risk to reward was perfect there. 5 cents for a potential about 15 to 20 cent gain there. That's exactly what I did there, guys. Taking some profit there at 83 and some profit there at 74 there. Still have 100 shares left, guys. Letting this work for me and make me my money, guys. BLNK there, guys. Definitely looked good there on that rejection of those 4s. The only problem is that it is holding relatively well on the daily chart. I'm trying to do one of those daily attempt breakouts that really doesn't work, but it's getting a little tight there. If you can get a level that you're at the top, then I don't mind you taking the short in there, but it is definitely a stock that's not given too much of a range, but there's potential there. So with CLF, what really got me is I saw big sellers show up there at the 98s when every single time it went to break out there, it didn't break out there. And then when it came down to the 1090s, I gave it one more chance to break out there at 93, 94s. And when that failed, as soon as that red candle happened at 1011, I went and nailed onto it, got filled there at 1090, and boom, down.
There it is.
Looking for a bounce probably in the 1080s to hold, and then I'll look to probably add some shares back in there and look for this move right back down to the 73s.
ENPH is pulling back to the VWAP here. It's at 556. So watching this one for either a VWAP bounce or it could break underneath it. We'll see. Sono as well. Sono. Look at TEUM though, Mitch. There it goes. Called this one out too. Really liked it. if you set your risk at 322, it tested right off of that risk area. And see, this is how you calculate risk reward here, is because you see Mitch and I were talking about 322. You can see it bounced directly off of 322. Maybe, in these type of situations, maybe you should set your risk a penny higher than that previous resistance, just so if it breaks, or just for this exact scenario, if it tests that 322 level and gets rejected, you're still in the trade.
Yeah. One of the key things that I use for there is, remember, guys, it's not necessarily if it gets to there on the ask. See the time in sales. See the orders that go through there. I'm sure maybe one order went through there at 322, and that's why it wicked up there. Not many orders probably went through there at 322, and that's why you can go ahead and you can pay attention. You'll probably see that the ask was on 322, the bid was on 320, and the only volume that was showing up there was red volume.
Right.
So, there you go. I was talking
There's
to you.
The bounce on CLF.
On CLF, guys. Yeah. That would be 1080 there, entry. That's where I would like to have gotten the re-entry there. So that my average went from 1090. I'll add probably 100 or 200 shares there, and it would go down to about 85 or 83.
Somebody brought up ANW. It's starting to spike here, getting some volume in. But SeaWorld, man, SEAS, that had a few little VWAP fades. Looked good.
Yeah, SeaWorld did definitely look good. Definitely that 25 level. After you got that washout, and then it comes back to that 25 level and just fails. That's where I think that's definitely the spot to get it.
For sure.
No, in the early moves, it was kind of like a little up and down. Went to the bottom of the range, went to the top of the range, bottom of the range, top of the range. Then finally does crack down there at 24.74.
For sure.
Then a little 1 minute pattern that fails actually, and when it pops up, it doesn't continue long when it hits the VWAP. That's what I mean by, guys, like using multiple time frames would help you on this kind of trade too, because if you see it on the 5 minute, it looks a lot cleaner, guys, a lot cleaner, and you don't get that fake out through 9:50 and 10 o'clock where you could have got short on it because you see that bearish pattern. So CLF, guys, this is exactly the trade that I'm talking about, guys. Adding there at 1080s would have been the perfect add there. You get your shares right back on it. You look for your move right back to the support. You can have an order out here at 74, 75 to go ahead and fill, take some more profit, and then leave the rest break even.
Sono bouncing back to the VWAP here. Somebody's saying Sono's going to go up. I mean, who knows? It could easily go up. The big thing I like about this one is all this resistance at 2050 right here. And so it bounced back to the VWAP. You could set your risk at this 2070 level. So a 20-cent risk. Set your reward down to 20. So 40-cent reward. So 2-to-1 risk to reward on Sono here. If you really want to set a tighter risk area, you could set it at 250, although I don't like that one quite as much. But 20-cent risk if you set it up to 2060 from 240 to 2060, and then from 2040 down to 20 would be a 40-cent reward. So good risk to reward on Sono here. We'll see where it goes, but that's what I'm looking at here. Appreciate the sub, by the way. Let's see. Pro Trader Mike, appreciate it, brother. Here's the bounce on CLF up to 1080. Sorry, guys. I'm getting my editing software. I'm going to put a kind of a recap video out today after the stream ends. I think Mitch said you're doing one as well, Mitch, right?
Yeah. Mine might take a little bit longer, but yeah, I'm going to be always putting it up probably about near ending, about 5 minutes. Get better at it as I improve on my editing skills, but
right.
That's what I'll be looking for, guys. That way you guys can hear my trades live. Then you guys can go ahead and review it and see them live also.
And you and I gotta have a conference where I kind of show you how to edit. Like I use Filmora, Mitch, so like this is what I use here.
All right, guys, it's spiking up there a little bit there, guys. I'm okay with it, guys, because I'm at 1090, guys. Still have 100 shares, guys. I'm still holding this 100 shares. I've decided to at least let it come back and see if it can hold the resistance and come back down to those levels.
Plus, it kind of looks like a VWAP rejection here, if it or VWAP fade. It depends, but it kind of looks like a VWAP rejection or fade if it can get
Yep.
around that VWAP anyway. It's got some resistance at 1086, and so that's a comfortable risk area. 1086 or 1090, 1087, 1090.
Yeah, this is the kind of trade that so you got to decide right here at the bottom, and that's why I made that decision, guys. It's that the time to make that decision is at the bottom. So I could have sold out my last 200 shares there at 74.75, and I knew it was a support. So that is definitely usually when I don't want to go for the home run trade on the second support touch, which is that 75. That's where I want to take the profit, and that's why I took off some of it. But that's when I realized right there, I made the decision that I was going to leave the last 100 shares break even. If I don't make a penny on those last shares, that's fine. But if I can make, another 30 or 40 cents with those 100 shares, that's what I'm looking for more. I'm looking for this move back down to the 67s, which is really more of a resistance, not a support. And then if it breaks through that, I say we could even get down all the way down to 1057s today. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and stay in this stock, use my 1090 break even. There is a support there that should become resistance at 1088. So I'll use 1089 as my out.
Really quick, look at TVIX. Somebody mentioned TVIX, and look at this VWAP fade. This is the exact example of this VWAP fade. Beautiful example. Yeah, Mr. Charts, the VWAP fade is essentially a stock in a bearish trend, pulling back, like it's dip buying a short play back to the VWAP. So, example, TVIX, bearish trend, bounce to the VWAP at 34.60, rejection. I take a partial at the low of the day, in this case at 34.05, and then I let the rest kind of work to see if it's going to break the low of the day. Another good example, Sono. There's a lot of them today. AMD earlier this morning. Bearish trend, bounce to the VWAP, continuation down. Let's see. There's a few other ones that I missed, I know. SeaWorld had a few of them. SEAS. You can see all these VWAP fades. This first one's a VWAP rejection because it was above the VWAP and broke underneath it, but the second one's a VWAP fade as well. Bearish trend, bounce to the VWAP, continuation down. It's my favorite setup, easily my favorite trading setup, just because of how reliable it is, and you can see so many examples of it today. The one profitable trade I had today was on TEUM, and it didn't even bounce quite as high as the VWAP. I think I got in at 34.23 right here, but it bounced around the VWAP. I got in going short. It's essentially a bear flag with a pullback to the VWAP.
All right, so let's see the VWAP reject one more time on CLF.
Right, it's a VWAP reversal, Mr. Charts. Yeah, it's really effective. At least it has been in this market in the last few months. It's basically a bearish trend, and you watch the stock kind of fade off around the VWAP, fade away from the VWAP, and it works with overextended stocks as well as continuation shorts. And so yeah, it's essentially a VWAP reversal, but
yeah.
Sono, like I said, Sono. Somebody mentioned Sono, good risk reward. I think a lot of other traders saw it as well. You can see this VWAP fade on Sono. I called it out at 2040. It's down to 2020 now. And so it was just good risk reward for Sono for this VWAP fade. You can see a bounce to 2050 where it had resistance, and then it just kind of continues to fade back down. TEUM ended up bouncing back to the VWAP area again. I don't like it as much. As soon as it does this second push here, I don't like it as much. There's too much risk that it could continue pushing back up, but still watching that one. Yeah, Track Racer, the TVIX and the UVXY, they are inverse ETFs, right? So they go the opposite of what the SPY does. So if you look at the SPY's the opposite of these two, and nice little VWAP fades on both of these, UVXY and TVIX. You still holding CLF, right?
Yeah, man, still holding CLF, guys. What I'm looking for is the VWAP rejection now to maybe add to my 100 shares. BLNK guys looks really interesting there at 388 there guys. You'd have to risk off a 397, but it definitely looks interesting. It could wash out there. I would probably wait for one more little bounce up, and if it doesn't break out to 397, hammer down on it.
I mean, it's right around the VWAP area. Good risk. You could set your risk at 1088 right here. You see all this support right here at 1088. Potential reward. I mean, if you're being loose with it at the low of the day at 1070. But it's good to be home. Got a little profitable day today, $10 day, so I'll take it. But really nice to be home in front of my monitor. I'm just trading. Part of trading is just about being comfortable with what you're doing. That helps you take a little bit bigger risks, helps you think a little bit more clear when you're comfortable. And I'm definitely comfortable at my house with my desktop trading computer as opposed to on vacation on a small laptop.
Yep,
So
definitely, man.
glad to be home, man.
Yeah, you have to get really used to trading on when you're traveling. You got to like bring screens with you. One screen's really not gonna cut it, you know. Um, if you're gonna do that, then you really got to focus down on more like one or two stocks. You can't be like flip-flopping through charts
Right.
and then trying to take a trade that you're just jumping on there.
Yep.
Well, all right, there was some big share size in there. 13,000 shares,
Look, look at the level two.
13,700 shares there, twice there, guys. This is the big order there, 1085. There was some big orders that went in there, guys. So now I'm waiting for this 1 minute to close underneath the VWAP. Instead of jamming onto it here, I could get squeezed. So there's really no point there. You see right there, 89, guys.
Look at the level two just full of green. And this is what Mitch is always preaching about is green on the level two. It's important to watch. There's some red
Yeah,
coming in.
guys. I need to see another flush immediately back to 84s. 90s, I'm out. There you go, guys. Break even on the rest. That's all you need to do, guys. I actually got out there. It filled me at 89s.
Nice
But
work,
that's
brother.
what I want to do, guys. Yeah, I could have taken maybe another $16 there at 74, but I gave myself a chance there, guys, to get that nice big win. Could I jump into the short around here in this area? Yeah, I could reshort it. Now I have $37 profit, and I could reshort it trying to get down back there to that 74 because it would be a VWAP rejection. But that's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to nail that trade, that good trade. Now I got $37, and the only way I should get in a trade now is if I get a completely new trade that develops. Today we did have two misses on MDRX and Dish. I could have made decent money on both of those trades, especially MDRX. Went up there to 69, back down there to 50s, a little bit below, and then probably bouncing back now to the VWAP 57 area. That was definitely a miss there. I'm going to take a look at BLNK, but I might just be done for the day, guys.
Yeah, I think BLNK, I agree with what somebody else said, which the trend in BLNK is kind of done here. You know, it's got support underneath it and resistance above it. And so, I'm waiting for a break of 380s maybe or 4, but
I'm looking for that fake run, guys, that fake run to 395, flushing down, and then hammering right back down to the 85s. That shows me that level two just kind of just tip on over to the bearish side.
yeah, I hear insurance talking about Facebook. I got to check it out. Facebook's been running up here.
My man Insurance, enjoying that.
Nice little run on Facebook. It's up to 180s. See if it rebounds some. It's got some room on the upside.
Whew, that run was sweet. I mean, when you think about the gap, The gap down was ridiculous for Facebook.
Oh yeah, man.
So I think it's just closing into that fade. I think it could even get all the way up to uptrend into about 192s and then make its way probably back down and hang around in that area for a little while. You do
Yes.
have the 90 MA up there
Yeah,
that it's starting to get to.
I see Track Racer talking about Sprint. Yeah, I mentioned Sprint earlier. Sprint has been on a little bit of a tear today. It's still a small range. I mean, it's up 40 cents at this point. But yeah, nice little move on Sprint on the upside. But yeah, a lot of good opportunities today to take some profits and make some money.
Hey guys, I just want everyone to be careful with BLNK, guys. This is the time of day and the type of chart that a lot of chat pumps might pump into this, because a move, if someone jumps in here with 5, 10,000 shares and then a move through $4, we'll probably get you a nice little fake out, guys. So just be careful there on the long side, guys, with this kind of chart. Um, what I would do is definitely have a tight risk on both sides for this kind of trade. I'm looking for a fake out long to hammer it short.
Look at Sono, recent IPO. See, yeah, somebody said they thought this one was going to go up, and I kind of just mentioned the good risk reward on the short side, and you can see this one dropped down from 2040s down to 2014 after bouncing to the VWAP, and this is kind of the setup that we go for here, is this VWAP fade setup. It's usually a good risk reward. Oh my gosh, get out of here, pop-ups. But yeah, it's usually a good risk reward trade, and so even if the setup only works half the time, the good risk reward will make this type of setup profitable in the long run. And it's right around the low of the days here, so you could take a partial around here, and then if it ends up cracking the lows of the days, it'll be a much bigger gain. And if it does end up reversing back to the previous high right there at 2045, then you can get out for a break even or a small profit, and that's why these VWAP fade setups are my favorite setups, is because good risk reward, even if they only work half the time, you're still going to get out for a small win or break even. It's still not going to hurt your account. And so, this is why I like these setups. Today, I've seen a lot of VWAP fades. A lot of VWAP fades have been going on here in this market. So, hopefully, we can take some bigger size and make a little bit more money yesterday or tomorrow. But, yeah, not too bad here.
Yeah, guys, some big size in there. Got pushed on there on BLNK at 388. 9,000 shares went through there. And what it did is it did that whole little trying to hide the order from you. It shot a whole bunch of hundreds, 200 shares, and then out of nowhere it just slides that 9,000 in there, hoping that you don't see it. And then it just quickly goes through there, and now you're seeing nothing but smaller volume now. So now I'm really interested if this is going to reject that 395 area. A move down, and it could just flush out. So if it does that, then I can just let it go, guys. But what I'm looking for is actually a better mentality for a short. I'm looking for a fake out long to jump in there short on a stock that's already weakened down. I think anyone that's shorting is right now is jumping in a little bit too early and is going to get probably faked out here on a little push. And then what happens is that fake out creates the momentum for all the longs to be like, yeah, we'll jump right back in, and then immediately hit the sell button. Shorters already in there. Now when that goes and it tanks through that important level, the shorters will go ahead and add, longs will give up, and then you should get a nice wash. This is more psychology in the trade and psychology in the stock and what it's been doing for today.
Yep. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. I'm going to go ahead and post Mitch's link in the description or in the chat box. So I think Mitch is going to have a trade recap video with his trades from today. And so check out Mitch's channel. Just posted the link in the chat box. Small green day today. A lot of VWAP fades I've noticed today going on. And so I'll be putting out appreciate the sub, Michael. But I'll probably put out a video as well kind of reviewing today And so, yeah, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I day trade live on stream every weekday morning starting at 8:45 a.m. market time, stream until about 10:15, 10:30. Let it go on a little bit longer today. I got to use that bigger sizing, but my trade ideas and setups have been working as well as Mitch's. And so it's time to kind of take those bigger shots here and, build these accounts up a little bit. But make sure you join us tomorrow morning, same time as always. Mitch, you want to say anything, brother?
No, that's it, guys. Like today, guys, I did have some misses, but I tried to stay focused, stay objective, knowing that at the end of the day, those were the setups to get in. I looked for another setup to get in, and that's how I found CLF. The whole time I'm trading, guys, I'm looking for A-plus setups to get in. I'm not here just trying to make money. I'm not here trying to chase anything that moves. I'm here looking for specific setups, and then that way I can go ahead and have a risk to reward management program for that exact trade, and then go ahead and execute it the way that I want the trade to go. And right here on BLNK, we're having that same kind of move that I was talking about, a fake run to 395, rejection on right there, and then I would look to go ahead and go short off of that 395, guys, when this candle closes and starts making its way down. But like always, guys, just stay focused, study hard, and visualize your trades, and you will go ahead and be more successful. Like always, guys, you guys can contact me at Outcome Trading, and we'll just continue to grow with you guys. Have a great day, fam.
Later, guys.